I forgot to turn on my mic. I ended up streaming a little bit earlier, you know, but I was failing a little bit, so I forgot to turn on my mic again. Gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Okay, let me turn this on. Hi, Kaiwai. Thank you for joining. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. Yeah, but in the game, I'm just such a dick. Like, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Apparently, to her. That's so rude. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Yay. Why'd I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Who cares? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. We noticed that this chick's eyes are as big as her breasts. Okay, Kaiwai. Oh god. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's... I don't know. I really don't know how to respond to that. The school day, I guess, is always as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of... I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. By the way, sorry if I like, you know, I have a college level reading level, but I'm not too good at like reading fast. So if I try to read fast, I might mess up a lot. So sorry if I do. This will later be uploaded to YouTube. So if you do miss this and you're watching this on YouTube, then hi. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, like I said, I'm a dick in this game. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Jeez. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Who's the president? Is it like Donald Trump? No. That was like the dumbest joke I ever made on the history of my life. Okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And that Suki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. Jeez! Or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. I hate myself in this game. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
I'm only popping in temporarily because I'm leaving. Oh, okay. I'll see you later, Kaiwai. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I, dejectedly follow Shiori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Shiori, full of power and energy, not power, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me the new member. Eh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you.
Shiori always
says nice things about you.
Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Swampz, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuki.
Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, those whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Shiori. Jesus. You can't just ignore me when she gets moody. My dad, didn't know where my cat was. Kind of lost him, so we had to find my cat. So, says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girl.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears... Excuse me. Sorry. Comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Shiori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right?
That's right.
It's great to see you again, Swampz.
Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having your smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Swampz.
Come sit down, Swampz. We need room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then, now, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Shiori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Shiori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Shiori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Huh. The whiskers are drawn with icing. The little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That's adorable.
So cute! And I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one.
Sarah grabs one first, and Monika I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori I keep on, like, mixing up their voices. This is stupid. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe, but not for you. No, you, dummy.
alright. I give up on Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. She is a tsundere. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. The Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
As president of the literature club,
it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club?
Oh, that's me. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Haha. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Seems like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoyed and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I need to do something real quick. Twitter. I am going to put a little announcement on Twitter. So, yeah, promotion and whatnot. I don't know. Oh, never mind. Well, okay. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. But it takes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Swampz, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read just these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels and build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Mine too. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I think the same way. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think of, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Sorry. Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
But what? Well, what gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes... Wait. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so as cute as you are.
Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing... Hold on, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. Just a tad bit. Man, I'm fine. Whatever. Oh, whoops. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work... why am I making her British? You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read
someone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is... yeah, I should have finished reading it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Swampz? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Swampz, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I mean, you kind of need to, like, expand your, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just, like, you're a dick. You need to, like, learn not to be a dick, and these girls are so great. They seem so great. I know that Doki Doki Literature Club gets really, really messed up. I don't know exactly everything that happens, but that is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh my god. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey!
Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Oh, the fan's not pointing at me, that's why. I'm burning hot, I'm sweating. Oh god, my head's... okay. That's better. Swampz, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Swampz, since you're already here, do you want to come walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Yeah, alright. I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, nothing wrong's gonna happen. No. Don't. It's fine. It's all gonna be good. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Oh. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Silly. She's a childhood friend, and so I'm probably gonna get friend zoned or something. You know, thinking just strategically about this. I think I'm gonna go. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm either going. This is a hard decision. Probably gonna go for either this one or this one. I'm horrible with names, so I don't know their names still. Even though I said it over and over again. So I'm gonna go boop. Email, wrath, entropy, agonizing, silly, lipstick, nibble, silly, I guess. I'm just gonna go for stuff that that I would go for if I were making a poem. Feather, sweet, waterfall, excitement, puppy, uncanny, calm, family, sparkle, unrequited. Probably sweet. Okay. Her again. Cute, cry, grief, desire, melody, analysis, games. You're little.
Yeah.
Okay. Ocean, comfort, pain, skirt, vacation, defeat, misfortune. Also, why is Monica not here? Shame. I don't know. It's probably nothing. It's fine. Comfort, vacation, party. I like comfort. And her again. Okay. Fireworks, hurt, hope, anime. Anime! Yes! Okay. I didn't even read the others. Probably should have read one. See which one I would have preferred. Scars, captive, sunny, vertigo, kiss, embrace, special. I'm spatial. No! Milk, bouncy. Charm, portrait, ambient, question, poof. Milk. I like milk. It's delicious. I drink milk like every day, so whatever. Candy. Heaven sent. Okay, so far it's going for that for the tsundere. Sensation, peaceful, heaven sent, jumpy, precious, melancholy, chocolate, insight, disarray, infinite. Yes. Dark, cheeks, after image, flower, happiness, Valentine, fantasy, swimsuit, death, ooh. Disoriented, amazing, awesome, lust, ooh. I have problems. Mouse together, papa, kawaii. Crimson, passion, philosophy, childhood, summer, flea, music. I like music. Whoops. Can I go back? Universe. Holiday, anxiety, skipping, time, joy, bliss, sunset, headphones, lollipop, whirlwind, strawberry. No. Marriage, sugar, sticker, rain cloud, determination. Da 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 da. I am Cancer. Forgive. Oh, this. No. Bed, disaster, atone, suicide. Oh, that one. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Whistle, unending, graveyard, inferno, vibrant, kitty. Uncontrollable, spinning, frightening. I'm gonna go with play.
Hi again.
I need to remember her voice. I gave her like a British voice, so I need to stick with that. Hi again, Swampz. Glad to see you didn't run away as on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I'm gonna drink. Excuse me. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I'm a disgusting human being. I'm sorry. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Swampz. hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
And Suki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Swampz always gives it his best. As long as he's having fun, he helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Swampz can become good friends, too.
Sayori?
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made it sound
like a big deal when it's really not.
What do
I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter... Excuse me. What?
Is that so?
Yeah. Sorry, Jesus. I'm burping like a madman. Excuse me. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl's accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I don't really care, personally. I'm just like, hey, I read manga. I'm an otaku.
How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I got a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. It didn't always mean that. There's multiple reasons why you might not know it, you dick. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points in to the glassroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Swampz. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of the Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shows the book right into my hands. Ah! Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's excitingly moe. Ah! I love moe. It's adorable. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Oh, this isn't under the windowsill. What? Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki grabs her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I couldn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't. Sorry, I should have read that. I can feel her peering over my shoulder. Go ahead and save. I don't know. Return. Peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning?
Hmm?
You don't
go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet. So I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning of is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, well. Natsuki gives me a little shove.
I just meant...
Oh, wait. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full potential.
Good save.
Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah. Why does that matter?
It isn't. I was just curious, since you joined baking too, right?
That's
Just a...
coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? We read on for a few minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this time.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not. Even though you're
just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine. What?
I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean?
Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Wait, don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids.
That's not true at all.
I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Captain Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of the problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So... Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing.
Ha ha ha! I totally forgot that happens.
Puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished this chapter.
Tsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a start. I like her. She's cute. She doesn't like being called that, but, you know. I also like her and me in real life. I think we have maybe around the same interests, maybe, I guess. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. The being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Are you ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure you have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there, huh?
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. A whole foot. Wow.
Alright, guess I'll stop here for now.
I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It wouldn't take forever to finish if I didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose it's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Oh, I got a notification on my phone. No, I'm fine. Someone from my school.
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. All right. Who should I show this poem to? Man, I wish I was good at names. I think, yeah, Monica is the ponytail, the one that I also know. Yuri is the shy one, and Natsuki, I think, is the one I was reading the manga with. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so I gotta remember. Natsuki. Go for Natsuki.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I could be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
Oh, so in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retorts, retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world that, like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that.
I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or lose that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Outside poem area to continue.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Wait, why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did I?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Itchy eye. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form fit into together. The end results is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Oh, cool. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes full practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing, air of the present, but living in the past. The light, flickers. I flicker back. Huh. I'm not good at reading cursive. That was kind of cursive. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it
Took you a long time to read.
well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too
short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Swampz.
Really? You're an idiot.
I must have
totally missed that. The point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it. No. Well, I suppose give her a manly voice.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining past of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it would be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Show the poem to next. Huh. Maybe... Monica? Or Siori? Siori. Monica. Why not?
Hi, Swampz.
Hi, Swampz. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Swampz. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Swampz.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything
by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for writing all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're writing for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. You know what, now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have went for to show it's not Monica and instead I'm horrible with names. I should have shown someone else, the other girl first, my friend, because I don't know. If it were me, I would have just like shown it to I don't know, whatever. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of styles that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Yep.
Haha. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Don't worry,
I'm not very good.
you sound pretty competent for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause
I have have to sound confident.
that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, this one's a long one. Hole in wall. Hole in the wall. That's a good show. No, it's not. That was Couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. A peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film, left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas? Whatever. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It isn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay. Wait. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I don't know. That was kind of weird. That was a weird poem in my opinion. Maybe, I don't know. Like, never mind. I'm just gonna keep on going. Yeah, that's kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines.
Hold on, I want to check. Okay, good. I was making sure to see if my mic was recording. Let's open this again. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's
been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Okay, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Guess I have to do Siori. I almost said sorority. Jesus. I didn't, actually almost say that, on purpose or anything, obviously. Not on accident either. I wasn't even gonna say it. I was just messing up. It just kind of sounded like I was about to say sorority or some crap like that.
This is a good poem, Swampz. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impresses me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Swampz. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Siori. I'm not sure if Siori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing me my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret. But I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. The last line, I want breakfast. So relatable. Food, I'm telling you. 10 out of 10. Would eat again. Just, wow. Siori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question, yeah.
I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean it to say it, that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
I bet she had like a little toaster in her mouth and running to school because she was running late like she always does. That'd be funny. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Oh, she was late to school. Okay, so I called it.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget.
and I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. You're so cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of, or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Swampz did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Swampz liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh?
That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous. Swampz appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one
whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Swampz started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Swampz, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Swampz.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Swampz?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think that this is getting way out of hand. Think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be, it was, I mean, I was just being myself when I made that poem, so I mean, and Yuri was just like, no, you gotta, like, do a certain, like, path. So I'm gonna go with Natsuki.
Yuri? You're really talented.
Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that, I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. At least the reader's imagination take over. Yeah. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
I mean, I'm going for her route, but still, like, I also agree, so,
Haha. Shows how much you know. That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Yeah, you both are. I mean, I understood both of them equally as easily, so I mean, I don't know. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that barely audible.
Yuri.
Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Swampz. Sheesh!
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay?
That's weird. Okay.
That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori.
I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori.
I put Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? Write each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Swampz. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Ha ha. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? The atmosphere. No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before you go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
Eh? What about? About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though Monica's right, being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all the time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Swampz, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat talking, it was a neat thing. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I thought I had a sneeze coming on. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems would turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Da 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 da. Sorry. Swampz?
Ready to head home? To walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Swampz, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Fluffy, time, twirl, memories, flower, incongruent, fester, crimson, cheeks, awesome. I'm more of, I like flowers. Embrace, treasure, pink. I like pink. It's like my third favorite color. Skirt, analysis, lipstick, nightgown, skirt, existence, treasure, pink. Passion, hope, question, shiny, lazy. Oh, that's me, lazy right there. Extreme, shopping, unending, tragedy, after image, entropy, kawaii, dance, essence, fantasy, poof, charm, judgment, wrath, music, games, nibble, headphones. I like games. Breath, despise, infinite, meager, landscape, nature. I like nature. Milk, bunny, sing, wonderful, peace, rose, bubbles, climax. Why is this here? Like, I don't know. Peace, wonderful, sing. That's still. It just makes me uncomfortable. I know it's not always what the meaning is, but still. Fickle, bubbles, rose, wonderful, peace, sing, defeat. I like peace. Peace is pretty neat. Anime. Always. Explode, fireworks, universe. Effulgent, melody, eternity, atone, desire, pleasure, sparkle. I like universes. They're pretty neat because I live in one. Graveyard, unrestrained, kitty, friends, sticky, jumpy, determination, da. Heaven sent, playground, party, unstable, marriage, whirlwind, comfort, pure ocean email. Disaster, cry, sunny, mouse, melancholy, vanilla, vibrant, peaceful. I like peaceful stuff. I like to just relax and all that. Bliss, romance, ribbon, boop, portrait, Disney, fireflies, fun. I like fun. Amazing, kiss, anger, whisper, suicide, cage, candy, secretive, promise, dark, whisper, anger, cage, suicide. Oh, suicide, yeah. Rainbow, childhood, depression. Okay, apparently that worked for her. Depression, Doki Doki. And that like this in Doki Doki like the sound of like a heartbeat in Japanese, I think. I want to see what happens when I do that. Marshmallow, strawberry, inferno, warm, feather, starscape, heart, uncanny, insight, precious. Hearts are delicious. Yeah. Extraordinary, misery, tears, scars, anxiety, jump, incapable, vitality, variance, swimsuit, extraordinary, waterfall, vertigo, bounce, adventure, love. I like love. It's neat. It's a good thing. I love love. I love love. Okay. How long have I been streaming? Ooh, hour 30 minutes. Yep. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. You know, I'm probably gonna continue this stream. Oops. Probably gonna continue this stream on another time. I'm gonna save and save there. You wanna overwrite this save? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, that's a lot of save slots. Okay. So I'm actually going to quit main menu, I guess. It was turn the main menu. Who's on save progress? I already saved, so it's fine. So that's actually gonna be it for this stream. Yeah. If you, well, I mean, no one's really watching, so I mean, but since it's going up on YouTube, so if you liked this stream, make sure to, well, if you liked the video version of the stream, I mean, obviously, then don't forget to, well, like it. And if you want to see more of my beautiful face, then don't forget to subscribe to Become a Spirit today. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!